Dave Wineland of NIST and the University of Colorado for outstanding achievement in experimental research on quantum mechanics. Dr. Wineland shares his prize with Serge Haroche of France, and we're absolutely thrilled to have what is now the fourth Nobel Prize for NIST scientists since 1997. We're going to tell you a little bit about Dave Wineland in just a moment, but I'd also like to tell you just a little bit about NIST and the University of Colorado before we begin. Because Dr. Wineland and Dr. Haroche's Nobel Prize was awarded, and I'm quoting from the Nobel Committee, for groundbreaking experimental methods that enable measuring and manipulation of individual quantum systems. Now, that might sound to some of you like a quite confusing thing, but basically it's using the fundamental properties of quantum mechanics, which is nature's instruction book for how atoms and photons behave at the individual level, to do really exciting things. And at NIST, the National Institute of Standards and Technology, we are involved in not just doing groundbreaking research, such as that exemplified by Dr. Wineland, but in applying that research for technology and to enable innovation that advances national goals and advances the economy. And the work that Dr. Wineland does, which we'll hear more about in a moment, is directly related to that. Some of the things that he has worked on are related to making better atomic clocks. And atomic clocks are involved in our modern technology infrastructure in all different kinds of ways, from GPS that pretty much everyone has on his or her cell phone nowadays, to telecommunication systems, and a whole host of other things. Dr. Wineland's work is also paving the way for the possibility of quantum computing, making vastly powerful more computers in today's best supercomputers that could tackle problems that we can't even think about solving now in any realistic length of time. And many other measurements which are based upon these fundamental properties of quantum mechanics. Dr. Wineland and his colleague Dr. Haroche are absolute maestros at engineering the states of quantum systems. In Dr. Wineland's case, it's ions, electrically charged atoms, making them do all kinds of tricks and unique things to enable advanced measurements, advanced research, and all kinds of other innovations. Dr. Wineland also has an appointment at the University of Colorado out here in Boulder. NIST and the University of Colorado share a lengthy and very productive relationship. Dr. Wineland has supervised the PhD work of a number of graduate students and postdoctoral fellows. So in addition to advancing innovation, Dr. Wineland is crucial in training the next generation of scientists and innovators. And we're delighted to have with us a number of folks from the University of Colorado. Dr. Stein Stewart, who's the Vice Chancellor for Research, and Dr. Paul Beal, who's the chair of the physics department. And we're especially delighted to have with us one of NIST's other Nobel laureates, Dr. Eric Cornell, who works at JILA, the Joint Institute between the University of Colorado and NIST in Boulder, Colorado. Dr. Cornell shared the 2001 Nobel Prize for his work in developing the Bose-Einstein condensator, BEC, an entirely new form of matter that's as different from regular matter as laser light is different from candlelight. And Dr. Cornell is here to share both congratulations with Dr. Wineland and maybe also some wisdom of how one survives that first day after getting the notice of the Nobel Prize. So I think it was about 4 a.m. Local time when Dr. Wineland got the call from Stockholm indicating that he won the Nobel Prize. We were fortunate to find out among many other people shortly thereafter, and as you can imagine, it's been an absolutely thrilling day, because not only has Dr. Wineland pioneered research in quantum mechanics and advanced measurements for many years now, 37 years at NIST, but he also is a highly valued colleague and a very humble and man who collaborates and cooperates with people across the board. So we're delighted to have to honor Dr. Wineland for his outstanding research. I'm sure that Dave would be the first one to say that a Nobel Prize, although it's given to an individual, always recognizes a body of work of many, many people. And Dave has mentored and continues to mentor many dozens, I couldn't even count them this morning, of people during his career. And all of them should take pride and share in this Nobel Prize, as should all the folks who are involved in research across NIST and across JILA. What I'd like to do now is we have at our Gaithersburg site, Dr. Patrick Gallagher, who's the director of NIST, and also the Undersecretary of Commerce for Standards and Technology. And I think Dr. Gallagher would like to say a few words.